Go Nano dealers. Heads up. Go Nano just changed the name of the game. They're going from a exclusive market to a semi-exclusive market-based national brand push. Some of you are fired up. I'm fired up. I think this is a good thing. So today we're going to break it down. We're going to show you the upside, and we're going to give you the play-by-play on how to succeed in this market.
Exactly. And we're not hiding from the heat. We're going to show you some of the exact slides that Jonathan, the founder of GoNano, had with us during the Q&A. And we're excited to stack up some examples of some other big companies that have done the exact same thing. Zylan, why don't you roll the intro?
The Foundation revives Playbook. Gage and LT, two guys on mission. We restore roofs to fund restored lives. The homeowner's $20,000 decision, replace or revive. Go Nano. Real jobs, real numbers, and the business moves that scale impact. Roof education, business tactics, success frameworks. Lock in, let's lay the foundation.
Welcome back to the Foundation. This is episode 2. I'm LT and this is Gage. We run Revive Roofing here in northern Utah. Our mission is to do right by the homeowners and to build a real business. And also we fund a mission of recovering addict nonprofit here in Ogden, Utah. Today's podcast is going to be what semi-exclusive CCR, which means certified contractor cap roster, capped per market. We're gonna learn what that means, why markets by roof counts is the right KPI, and how national brand gravity lowers your CAC, which is your customer acquisition cost, and how to win without getting dragged into the price war nonsense.
Yeah. Plus, let's be honest, some of you paid for zip codes. I know that we did when we first started. And a lot of times it's going to feel like maybe that goalpost has been moved. We'll validate that, obviously. I mean, we felt it. And then we'll show you some of the exact ways that this new model can help you scale your upside.
Yeah, when people first heard, what? Open borders? I bought zip codes. It's a shock. It's change. A lot of people don't like change to begin with, right?
Yeah.
But this is a positive thing. So real quick, I want to hit some terms. I want to define some things so that we're not talking past each other. What we were in with the zip codes was exclusive, which means you're the only certified contractor allowed to operate in hard border area. Okay. You got that zip code right around you and you're the only one that can operate there. Leads outside that, they're not yours. Corporate spends locally inside your fence. So the pros of that, there was clarity and protection. It felt like, yay, this is mine. Nobody else can come in and steal my business. But the cons left a bunch of coverage gaps. There were border disputes. There were slower response times. So that's bad for the homeowner. And then there's blocked multi-city jobs. We're leaving money on the table with that old way. So thank you, GoNano.
Yeah, exactly. Because being a semi-exclusive means that the market is going to be, the cap is going to be market-based, right? And it's going to be based off of the roster of certified contractors for that exact market. Multiple certified pros can operate in that market, but the number, guys, don't let it scare you too bad because it is still limited. That means that you're still free to pursue demand beyond the old borders. Just because somebody was outside of our zip code of 84015 doesn't mean that we can't pursue that customer. And corporate is obviously shifting to more of a national brand, which means corporate generates national leads, right? We're looking at national level advertising and lowering our CAC, which is essentially just what we pay to acquire those leads.
Yeah.
Pricing stays local, right? Or it's national pricing, excuse me, but there's going to be abuse monitoring. So it's not going to be a race to the bottom.
No, GoNano is going to monitor the abuse. They're going to, they got our backs, dude. I think really what we're seeing is that we're able to all now shout GoNano from the mountaintop.
Yep.
We're going to have a market, and I will get into that here in just a minute because Jonathan sent us his slides, and we'll go through the slides that he sent me and look at how much roofs we do actually have access to and the money and potential we do have to make here. And it's a win-win for the customer. It's a win-win for us. In a nutshell, I think GoNano is trying to make GoNano a household name.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
there's another option.
Absolutely. But being the devil's advocate here a little bit, let's talk about some of maybe the cons of semi-exclusive. Is that now just because a lead comes in that's within your little fenced area doesn't mean that you can take your time getting to that lead.
Nope.
That lead is going to somebody that's hitting it with speed and experience.
Right.
So if you're serving that customer at the highest level possible, even if it's my next door neighbor, if you're quicker, chances are that lead's going to you.
Oh yeah. So right now the market, it is not an us versus GoNano dealers. We're not competing with other GoNano dealers. We're on the same team, but at the same time, GoNano, you dealers out there got to be on your game. You have to have great SEO. You have to have great experience. You have to serve the customer well so that you can get those 5-star reviews on Google, and you become the go-to guy, the word of mouth referral, who's the best, and you're going to be the one that pops up.
Exactly. So it's more so going to the dogs, right? That means that the closers in the industry are going to do better than somebody who planned on just throwing money into this thing, sitting back and letting that money come back to their pockets. Right, guys? This isn't the stock markets. It's not that we're throwing money in and just waiting. This is a real business.
Yeah, you got to get out there and you got to work hard. Like I said, go to the dogs, right?
Yep.
So let's look real quick at the definition grid. Who can serve the lead? When it was exclusive, only the territory holder could. But now that it's semi-exclusive, any certified contractor in the capped market and on that roster can hit those leads now.
Yep. Yeah. And was movement allowed?
Well, not in the exclusive one.
Yeah, not when it was exclusive, but now that it's semi-exclusive.
Yeah, you pursue adjacent demand, multi-city. And what I see really happening is if they're going to, and 100,000, remember that, because I'm getting that from their paperwork here, that the opportunity is 100,000 single family homes. 100,000 homes, unless you have 4 to 8 crews, could you even expand out of that? Once we get into this math, I'm going to show you how big that really is. So I think your market buddy, I think that's what we're going to be calling them, is like our neighbors down in Orem, Ryan. We became good friends with them. Their first roof they've ever saw was us helping them and showing them what the product is, because they haven't even received their product, but they're going to be our market buddies. Like, hey buddy, we just got some leads and we can't get to them, but we know you're down there.
Yeah.
Can you handle this? And they go and serve the customer at that high quality that we serve them as, because we're GoNano. We're a brand that takes care of our customers, right?
Yeah. And that's big to us, just kind of thinking out loud, is that Ryan obviously is kind of a dog like we are.
Oh yeah. Smart dude. I can tell.
Yeah, man. And he's big into marketing. He's got the business background. So we're going to be a lot quicker to refer a customer that we can't get to over to Ryan than if we had, let's say, somebody down south that was kind of just sitting waiting for leads to fall in their lap and was going to give those customers mid-level or lower service and no follow through,
Right. There's guardrails to it too, right? Exclusive. Yeah, we had territory lines that felt safe and great, but the semi-exclusive, there's going to be a roster cap. GoNano's not just going to drop, 500 dealers in one state. They're going to look at 100,000 roof territories. I mean, that's huge. And then apply the dealers per that cap. You maybe get 2 to 4 dealers per state.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
And remember, this is an assumption. This is just off of some of the paperwork they've sent me. They haven't given us hard numbers on this, but just do the math, what makes sense. And I think one good dealer per 100,000 with some crews, and then the next 100,000, and then the next 100,000, and boom, there's a whole state.
Yeah, and that's primarily considering residential.
Only residential.
We haven't even talked about commercial. We haven't even talked about the doctor's office that's a 40 square or bigger roof, obviously. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's not at all that we're losing the amount of customers that we're allowed to serve.
Yep. So the dealer risk here, we bought in, we got zip codes that afforded us some complacency. I look at our zip code and there's 70,000 people, but in reality, that's only 12,000 roofs.
Yeah.
We bought a 12,000 roof, but now they're letting us expand into 100,000. And that's not 100% for sure, but that's what this paper says right here from GoNano.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Based off their numbers.
So the semi-exclusive risk to you dealer is that you got to differentiate on experience. This is how you're going to differentiate yourself from other GoNano dealers, is on experience, reviews, and follow through, just like we said before. So exclusive protects territory, but stunts growth. It really does. Semi-exclusive is going to grow the demand and coverage while protecting fairness with a cap. Our competition, you got to get this through your head. Our competition is full roof replacement. We must get the people out there to know who own homes that they don't need to replace their roofs. And our competition is not with other GoNano dealers.
Exactly. So essentially it's a call to us as dealers to raise our game, keep our game lifted, and we're going to grow twice as fast.
Twice as fast. It's going to be amazing. The more that I've like really researched this topic, read through all this stuff, sat through that last Monday's Q&A, did I really start to understand what is happening and how this is going to be beneficial to us. And it's awesome. So let's recap some of that Q&A from last Monday. Just a real quick recap. It's going to be cap contractors per market. It's not a free-for-all. Markets are defined by roofs, the roof count. Okay. It's going to be a corporate moving spend from hyper-local postal code blasts to a national brand corporate lead generator. Pricing stays flexible, abuse is monitored, and homeowner journey, that's going to get there quicker and cleaner for that homeowner. It's going to be a win-win for both. It's going to be a nationwide brand name announcement. It's going to be this thing that's just going to start being known. There's another option. GoNano is that other option. People are going to start Googling GoNano near me. And if you're in that 100,000 mile radius and your SEO is right, you've been doing the right things online, Facebook, shooting your reels and documenting and putting everything on social media, you're going to be the guy that gets those leads. And those leads are going to be warm, super warm leads that come in because we're all now a team shouting GoNano from the mountaintop.
It's so much easier, dude. I don't know that I would say easier. It's so much simpler.
Yeah.
Right. There's not going to be any border fights. When it comes to the commercials that we do, we can run them multi-city, just like the rest of the dealers, just like the rest of you guys. You can run your commercials multi-city and not have to monitor each and every word that you use in there so that you're not going past your imaginary borders that we used to have and saying some of the wrong words or advertising things that you necessarily weren't supposed to.
Right.
Even if we low-key did it and just alluded to it.
Well, yeah, well, you could just say Revive instead of GoNano, but we want to build the brand GoNano.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, exactly. That's a household name. It should be a household name. When people think of roof, they're Googling GoNano at the same time. Like it's not, they're not even Googling roof rejuvenation or other options. When you think of roof, my roof is getting old, you're hopping on Google and typing in GoNano.
Correct.
And that's advertising for us. Now that it's semi-exclusive, that's advertising for everyone.
And as Stone Cold Steve Austin would say, and that's the bottom line. Right?
Sure.
Is it too old for you?
Yeah, I was never a Stone Cold fan, man.
Stone Cold's awesome.
Other than the videos of him crushing the beer can on his head, and then
Austin 316 says, "I'll kick your ass."
I was more of a Rey Mysterio guy myself. The 619.
Booyaka.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah, that was my guy, man.
Let's look at these slides. Jonathan from GoNano sent us these slides. He went through these slides on Monday's Q&A. If you're not a part of that Q&A, and on a side note, if you guys are not getting down to the island in Florida to go on this roof process thing, sign up now. They cut the costs. Everybody got the email. Get your butt to Florida. It's going to be complete value. Anytime you can invest into your company, especially when GoNano is pushing and giving and giving and giving, guys, succeed. Get to GoNano and let's get together as a team and let's throw this into another level. If we work together this hard as a team, dude, it's going to happen.
And it especially now that everything's semi-exclusive, guys, network. Meet the other dealers near you. This is essentially you writing a check for your business to go faster.
100%. All right, let's get into these slides. So this is, oops, where are my slides at? There they are. So marketing territory relief. This is Jonathan. He's saying there's a new chapter of growth. Market size is huge. So we really got to start thinking about 100,000 single family homes per market. And like Gage said before, we're not thinking commercial. We're thinking 100,000 single family homes. And now you got to start really doing the math and thinking about this because roofs are replaced every 15 to 20 years. And then in 100,000 roofs, you got a good I don't know, 5% of those that are ready to be replaced every single year.
Yep.
That's like 5,000 roofs a year in 100,000 that are being replaced.
Yeah.
Now, if we can get, let's just get real conservative with the number that we get 1,000 of those roofs every single year to revive with GoNano.
Yeah.
That is huge.
Yeah. 1,000 roofs a year. You're still over 2 roofs a day.
2 roofs a day,
7 days a week.
Yeah.
7 days a week. You're keeping at least 1 to 2 crews busy.
Wow.
Every single day. Not to mention the guy that's managing those crews.
Yeah.
Not to mention the follow-up and filing warranties and everything like that. How many dealers could actually handle 2 roofs a day right now?
You guys out there that have kind of complained, and I've seen some of the comments on the Q&As, and I've been a part of it. I see it on Facebook. How many of you, just like Gage said, could handle 2 roofs a day right now if it just dropped in your lap? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't think so.
It's like complaining about not having $100 million.
Yeah. So
what would you do with $100 million right now if somebody handed it to you?
For real. So the reality is that most homeowners still default to replacement. Most homeowners don't know. They see my roof sucks. I'm afraid it's going to leak. Default, call a roofer. Let's get it replaced. It sucks. I'll get a loan. It's going to happen, right? So they're replacing it. That's our real opponent. Like it says here on Jonathan's slide, we're competing against roof replacement, not each other. So get this out of your head that we're going to have other people competing against us. People are going to get our leads or anything like that. No, only 1 out of 100,000 homeowners right now even know that roof rejuvenation is a possibility. So this is the cool thing about semi-exclusive. Unified brand grows awareness, and it's going to pull buyers towards repair and extending life instead of full replacement. We're not fighting each other. We're fighting the old habits and the old mindsets that has been across the nation. Yeah, break it, replace it. Mm-hmm. No, we can repair it and revive it and give you the same 10 to 15 years of life on a roof instead of at a fraction of the cost.
A fraction of the cost for the exact same lifetime.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe us, these numbers it's public information. You can hop on and see what the average life of an asphalt shingle in your area is.
Yeah.
The average life of a new asphalt shingle, because shingles aren't made like they used to be.
No, not even close. It's insane. So back to the slides real quick. The biggest obstacle is credibility. Right now we're evangelists. And if we come together and band as a team with this semi-exclusive new way they're running things is totally making that happen. But we get to show off this new tech and create awareness, because few people, like I said before, even understand rejuvenation versus replacement. Exclusivity, dealers can't scale if they're boxed into artificial lines. So limited reach, slow growth, confusion. Right here's a slide. He showed some other industries that are using this same methodology of semi-exclusive. You got McDonald's, you got gas stations, you got Michelin tires, and you got tools like DeWalt. So because it's going to create greater awareness. This is a good thing for us. You're going to get 2 to 3 times the results that you would have if you were just stuck inside your little zip code.
Exactly.
Okay? So think trade areas engineered for throughput without cannibalization. The shift, he likes to use analogy of a country club, right? You have to find this good balance between a country club to where you want enough members to keep it thriving with business, but you don't want so many that this country club isn't exclusive and fun and cool and has all the fun bars and swimming pools, right? Too few members, no scale. Too many members, chaos. Semi-exclusive, that is the perfect balance. And that's what GoNano dealers are shooting for. The old way of thinking is marketing territories. The new way is open market, unified brand. Hundreds and thousands, not hundreds of thousands, but hundreds of people across the country and up in Canada, all saying, GoNano, together, we all win. So you get freedom to market wherever your business already serves. Simple coordination between marketing, sales, and installation. It's a beautiful thing they're setting up here.
Synergy.
And I'm glad they're doing it.
Me too.
So these are the slides. Homeowner benefits. Faster services, more trust. Just that alone right there. If you got the whole world screaming GoNano and you're the GoNano dealer in the area, they call you. You already have trust.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a cleaner handoff And obviously, from quote to install, you're going to have a much warmer lead, just like you said before you even get there, because you're walking in with the name that has been chanted from the mountaintops, which is Go Nano.
Go Nano, baby.
That consistency right there is what converts and helps us scale as dealers.
100%.
So I see a ton of value coming from Go Nano.
So he threw out some stuff, some myths versus realities for us Go Nano dealers, because we're all going to have these knee-jerk reactions to change. It's human nature. We get it. I'll lose my territory.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like the territory. I got to stop on that. Like the territory really existed.
Yeah. You gain freedom and more opportunity. Is
Exactly.
the reality of it. Big companies will crush small ones. Now, awareness lifts everybody. Focus on local trust. It's going to create confusion. Actually, it simplifies and unifies the Go Nano message. It creates credibility, just like we said before. It'll start a price war. This is the thing that this could be the dangerous area that Go Nano may have a hard time keeping their hands on. And that's because people are greedy and they're afraid.
Yep. Yeah, and if you're selling out of fear, it is a race to the bottom.
Race to the bottom, and we don't want to do that. And the thing, and I know we don't have to do that.
Yeah.
I know the value of the product we sell. A $2.25 price per square foot is 100% fair.
100% worth it too.
100% worth
You're giving that homeowner the exact same 10 to 15 years. Let's just look at the price per year, right? Do you want to pay $7 to $9 a square foot for 10 to 15 years? Or do you want to pay $2.25 for the exact same 10 to 15 years? It's pretty simple. $2.25 a square foot is 100% fair, especially if you have a mission behind what you're doing, just like we do here at Revive.
And I trust that Go Nano is going to monitor this price war. And the reason I say that is we had to do a little presentation in front of Go Nano's headquarters. And as soon as I told him the price that we're selling ours for, he said, this is what's happening across the land, which gives me insight that they know what's going on. They know what people are selling it for. And if we work together, and I don't want to talk crap on Go Nano because they're doing everything right.
Mm-hmm.
They're making the right plays. This is the great move moving into this semi-exclusive marketing. But I don't think they understand the value of their own product.
Dude, I'm with you 100%.
The value's huge, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's a big deal for us, especially in a state like Utah. You know what I mean? Living in a desert state that we get the brutal UV rays being at as high of an elevation as we are here, but then we still get those freezing cold summers. So once that humidity hits, once that precipitation hits, that snow hits, and it sits in that now oxidized and completely baked shingle, and it freezes, that shingle is gone, man.
Exactly, dude. So when we're looking at this, we see that their mission, you guys, from Go Nano, is to build North America's most trusted nanotech brand by empowering every certified contractor to grow without limits. That's a team I want to be on.
100%.
100%. Think about it. If you're stuck in your little zip code, right? And you do the math on this, there's a 20-year cycle of roofs that need to be replaced. In our little area, that's 12,000 roofs in our little zip code. And if we could reach a little bit of those, we're only going to be doing like 12 jobs every couple months. That's not a lot if I'm locked into that little thing.
The tiny zip code.
And on top of that, if you're not getting huge national brand awareness because we're working together as a team, you're creating little door knocking companies.
Yeah. What's up, RC?
RC in the house. RC, I'm talking about door knocking companies, and this is how I feel about it. And when it comes to us shooting Revive, right? Because I want us all to work together to create this huge brand awareness to where we're getting warm leads. They're calling us because they're interested. They want to know that what this other option is. They're not immediately offended by us knocking on a door.
Yeah, and that's not just like to sit and dog on one business model, because like RC could obviously see the value in if Legacy Windows was a nationwide brand.
Sure.
And as soon as somebody realized that, hey, these windows are getting pretty old, it's time to replace them, they're just looking for a Legacy Windows near them.
Correct.
That's the only thing that they're looking for. So So even with the canvassing business model that Legacy Windows currently has, they would absolutely see the value in, having national level of marketing.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And the thing is, I don't want to be stuck in my little zip code and have to create a little door knocking team, because this is how I feel about it, man. I feel like I hand them my business card and a shot of sour milk at the same time. I'm like, here's my business card, shoot this real quick and then we'll talk. And they're like, "Whoa." And on top of that, I remember when we did our little door knocking experiment for a couple of weeks, and I woke up stressed, dude, to either motivate the team or to go out there and look at doors and be like, man alive, this is like, just as an employee, that wasn't fun. To be the guy on the other end when I have to open the door to a salesman isn't fun. But if we're all screaming brand awareness and word of mouth is saying, hey, there's another option, GoNano can add 10 to 15 years of roof, you don't have to replace it, it's good for the environment, all this good stuff, and they go, I better check that out, GoNano near me, boom, your name pops up, they call you, hey, how's it going, how can I help you? Instantly warm. And when I say warm, I think of a nice cute little heart, dude.
Yeah, closing a warm lead versus a cold lead where the first 20-30 minutes is still just built trying to get them not to be upset the fact that you're standing in their living room right now.
Yeah. And this goes back to like one of our mottos is that we want to wow, was still in a term from one of my buddies at church, a wow experience for the customer. We want to serve them at the highest level. And so this is a homeowner benefit for them, right? They get
100%
faster response time.
100%. Yeah.
Unrecognizable brand.
You nailed it on the head, because now they're calling out a brand that they at least somewhat know what they're going to be getting out of it.
Yeah.
Right. They might not know every piece and point, and it's our job to get there and educate the homeowner and answer any questions that they have. But at the very least, they're calling us out because they have a general idea of what it is that we do and what we have to offer.
And they see the value in it immediately.
100%. Especially if it's a homeowner that's replaced their roof in the last 10 or 15 years, and they're wondering, why is it that I'm already on my second roof in the same house?
So we want to treat 10% of the North American homes in 10 years. 10%.
That's huge.
And you don't get there with tiny islands and turf wars.
No.
You get there with a network that's unified with one message and with ruthless execution.
Yep, exactly. And you think one clear mission, right? One dealer hub where you're about 100,000 roofs, you're getting there within 60 to 90 minutes.
Yep.
That's serving the customer at a high level.
Huge. Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
I guess we could talk about it, man. Obviously, you guys invested in a model.
Yep.
Right. And that model shifted.
I paid for zip codes.
Yep.
Oh.
Your upside under semi-exclusive, we're driving semis. Your upside under semi-exclusive is bigger though, because your TAM, your total addressable market, so the amount of homes, the amount of roofs that you guys are allowed to market to just got way bigger. But there's still a cap. We don't need to scare anybody, right? It's not like we're going to have 15, 20 different dealers in one area and it's a dog pile. So take a breath. It's not going to be anything too crazy. The fact that they're putting a cap on this is still good, right? 100%. Just like you were saying earlier, we want that even mix in there. We want enough to where they're also advertising with us, but not enough that we're piling on top of each other.
Exactly. First off, respect. If you bought them zip codes, and I know you did, and that's where your head is. I get it's frustrating. Like I said, knee-jerk reaction to change isn't hard, but here's the lens that we're using. Let's say your old exclusive zone only had 12,000 roofs. If 5% of the roofs age into a repair or replace decision each year, that's 600 prospect roofs a year. Now, at a conservative pace, if you capture 2% of those, it's only 12 jobs a month. Under the semi-exclusive, you can work adjacent demand and multi-city and commercial if you want. And if that expands your reachable roofs 2 to 3 times, even at the same capture rate, you've doubled or tripled your throughput without slashing your price.
Exactly. And now that the brand's going national, that is literally warming the market for us.
Yeah.
homeowners know what GoNano is. Most of that, you can't necessarily say rapport, but most of that understanding has been done before we've even gotten there.
That's
how much easier is that appointment?
We've had 2 people call us because they've done their research. We always call this, you guys probably do too. The almighty researcher has called us, and we must go and give them a demo.
Yeah. And I got to give a props to Brennan and Troy, because Troy, believe it or not, is actually the guy that gave me that customer stereotype. But the almighty researcher is the guy that always takes the longest to buy.
Yep.
Right. He's not getting 2 or 3 quotes. He's getting 5 to 10 quotes, and he's the guy with flow charts up on the wall who his wife hates him because he knows more about any one product before he goes and buys it than even the sales guy knows about it.
Yep. We have an example of a semi-exclusive deal with Aaron when we got that deal. He was an almighty researcher. He started researching Roof Max.
Yep.
And then he came across something better than Roof Max called GoNano. So he started doing the research on that through Reddit, because Reddit is a research little app, And so he's done his research, and then guess what? Gage and I and Revive here have our SEO game on point now. And he found us, called us, went to his house. We looked, we showed him. We said, this is who we are. This is what we do. This is what you support. We do recovery. We're going to give you the best job that we could possibly give you. We repaired, we revived, and he loved it.
Yeah.
Almighty researcher validated the value, and we didn't have to sit and negotiate price because he knew the value of the product we were bringing to the table already.
Yeah, exactly. And before we had even gotten there, he expected the price to be more than the quote that he got from Roof Max, because he knew the value was higher.
Yep.
Right. So me personally, selling the product that we do, I love the almighty researcher.
That's my favorite one.
You want to get 5, 6, 7 bids? Please, by all means, go get them. By all means, go get them. I know I'm going to come out a little bit higher, and that's still just fine, because as you're getting those 5, 6, 7 other bids, you're going to find out what those 5, 6, 7 other bids have to offer.
My favorite almighty researcher was our job last week with Richard. He got multiple bids.
Yeah.
He researched it so much, and I made a video about it. So if you go to the YouTube channel, look in our videos, you'll see that this video that I'm talking about. But he was engineer of lubrication, a lubrication engineer
for 30 years.
For 30 years, and he works on this diesel stuff with Fyrox, that you put this little gas thing into your gas tank, and you get 2 miles extra a gallon. So he really understood this aromatics and what oils do.
Oxidation.
And so we oxidation, all that stuff. So we ended up doing our demo, and then kind of just slid our computer over to him, and then he finished our demo on a higher level than we understood scientifically, showing us like what our product really is and what it actually does. Yep. And every job we've done, and I know you're experiencing the same thing, is like, you start off, you're like, I don't know. You do a job, you go back, you reinspect it, and go, wow, this stuff is amazing.
Dude, it's better every single time than how we even sell it to the customer.
100%.
Which honestly, man, being like a sales guy by heart myself is so cool, because how many times, you sales guys out there, how many times have you guys went and sold a product or a service to a customer, and you way oversold it, and that product or that service was underdelivered?
Ooh, that's not good.
We have a product that we cannot oversell. There's still things that the product does that I don't even mention in our demonstrations, because I don't understand how or why GoNano is able to do it.
Right. And that's the thing with Richard. Not only have we done enough roofs now where we go back and we double check our work and check what this product is actually doing in real time, we went and did his again, and then we sit and we talk to him, and he sells us like on a more scientific education level. And now I'm sold on the science that I learned from it, and the actual experience of dumping water on it, or the way when we first got there and the shingles are kind of, crisp and brittle, and you can feel the granulars are slipping off, and then we spray it. We come back a week or so later, we walk back up on that roof, and it's like, you can feel the moisture I don't want to say moisture, but it's because it's bio oil and nanotechnology that's doing this, but you can feel the flexibility, the rejuvenation, all of a sudden you feel those granulars are locked in. You have more grip underneath your feet as you're walking up the shingle.
Dude, you could walk up a 12-12 roof.
It's
almost
awesome, dude. And the flaps are all glued down, and You can fit, you go to one corner and you bend it and it's like, man, this stuff is working. And then you dump water on it and it's just like, whoa, that's what hydrophobic means.
Yeah. It's scared of water.
So I just wanted to say all that to let you all remember that this isn't dealer versus dealer. This is us versus replacement. If we execute, the pie will get bigger. Okay. Amen. So remember, we need to get the word out there. We need to evangelize that there is another option. You don't have to replace your roof. You have the option to rejuvenate it. And this podcast is sponsored by Revive.
Today's episode is sponsored by Revive. We revive roofs with GoNano real hydrophobic results, flexibility back, years added. Most homes don't need a $20,000 tear-off. Get the inspection, see the numbers, decide smart. Revive.
Big brand parallels. Who else is doing this? You know, there's a saying out there that good artists copy, great artists steal.
I like that.
Yeah, dude.
I've never heard that.
If you see something and it works, do it.
Duplicate
it. Why would GoNano try to reinvent the wheel when there's industries like McDonald's that are showing us and paving the way in the exact same way? You think McDonald's has exclusive territories that only I can sell to my certain customers here? No. They have put 13,500 McDonald's across the United States. Each one of them are making $4 million. Brand awareness. Everybody knows you just go to a McDonald's. They're all going to succeed. Same way with GoNano.
Yeah. And if you think about it, you think about how many McDonald's there are. It's not McDonald's per block, right? It's McDonald's per population.
Yeah. Exactly.
So you could have you could be in the middle of downtown New York and have one McDonald's on each end of the block. Versus here in Utah, you probably are looking at more so one per city, right? So as far as being semi-exclusive they're even in a city like New York, they're not oversaturating the market and enough to where they're hurting one McDonald's because they're putting another one too close.
Exactly.
They've done the math. GoNano, believe it or not, guys, GoNano is doing the math.
Yeah, they're doing the exact same thing. And then they're taking a page out of DeWalt's book, right? MAP, minimum advertised price. So authorized reseller rules. Dealers control real sell price packages, but advertised price follows brand policy. So we can all agree on that, and GoNano's going to be the agreeer of this price. This is what we advertise our price as. If you need to drop a little bit here and there to sell a roof, that's fine in your own little territory, but we're going to have a solid bottom line price because GoNano is worth it. It's going to prevent that race to the bottom that Gage was talking about earlier, while letting local dealers win on value, speed, and service. This is going to protect brands. And then you got Michelin, right? Michelin stars. Everybody knows that Michelin has the greatest record and reviews, and that's what we're going to do with Revive. Third-party badges, our Google reviews. GoNano is going to have a good name behind it. And the fact that you get to have GoNano on your shirt is going to instantly increase credibility.
It's a big deal, man.
And we can look at Domino's. They do the same thing. They actually put stores closer to each other so that they could do faster deliveries, which improved their money. There's different ways to do different things based on how you do it. McDonald's does not sell through deliveries. Domino's, they are almost exclusively now a delivery pizza place. So you don't want one within 100,000 people roofs, right? You want 5 or 6 so that when that guy gets in his car, it's going to take him 5 minutes to get to your house.
Yeah.
Boom, 100%. Boom, boom. And every one of those are going to work. There's 6.9 to 7.1 thousand stores, Domino's stores in the US, and each one of them are pulling in about $1.3 million.
And if you think about it like this, and this is just from personal experience, I will not order Domino's anymore. And they have good pizza. I just won't, man, because there's been 2 or 3 times now that I've gone to order Domino's and the phone will sit and ring and ring and ring. And when I try to order it online, the zip code, when I punch in my address, it never gives me a Domino's close by that I can order from. So me personally, I just won't ever order Domino's now. Think about that from a dealer perspective. Somebody calls to try and get you out as a dealer, and let's say maybe it takes you a little bit longer than you'd like. Let's say that maybe it takes you a week to get somebody out there, and that homeowner decides, you know what, man, I'm never ever using GoNano again. That not only hurts you as a company owner, it hurts GoNano, and now it hurts the homeowner because they're only going to do one of two things. They're either going to A, replace the roof, or B, go with an inferior product.
Inferior product, which we know us by duty. You have to have this conviction selling this product. By duty, you owe it to the homeowner to sell GoNano to them. Because if RoofMax comes in and takes your business, you've done that homeowner a disservice.
That customer is only getting
You
3 to
should
5
lose
years.
sleep.
They're
Okay.
only getting 3 to 5 years. And on top of that, if they want a full 15 years, they're going to have to pay that RoofMax dealer 3 more times.
Yeah. Come out and do it again, please.
So they're ultimately going to spend more in the long run for an inferior product.
Yep. So we got to get there quick. We got to serve that customer. We got to sell them the product we know is good for their roof, their investment.
Yeah.
Most people's homes are their biggest investment. They are relying on that for retirement.
Yeah. So that means that sales doesn't need to be pushy. It needs to be convicting.
Convicting. You owe them
100%.
product.
Yep. Yeah. If you love your customers, you will sell it. You will not leave without a yes.
Amen to that. So another page we can take out of a brand is Apple. It's one brand, one experience. You got retail plus authorized service. It's high standard retail experience and authorized service coverage. Same look, same process, same signaled trust everywhere. And why does that work? It's because it's consistent. Consistency reduces friction and it converts at a premium. The brand does the pre-selling, and then at the stores, they do the closing. The brand does the pre-selling and the stores do the closing. GoNano is going to do our pre-selling, and us dealers are going to go out and do the closing. Thank you, GoNano.
Yeah. When's the last time that you ever saw a commercial for Apple of Farmington?
Yeah.
You haven't, right?
No.
Right? Because they don't need to. They have national marketing.
Yeah.
But who do you buy when you need a new Apple product? Where do you go if you want to buy it in person?
Apple store near me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what you're getting.
It's simple.
So let's bridge this to GoNano. Each of these models proves the same idea. You get strong national brand. You get local operators with standards. That's the semi-exclusive play. The brand lowers the CAC and it gives you warm leads. Your speed, your process, and your reviews, that's what's going to close the job for you guys. So let's do some objection handling, okay? I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
But that's going to put more competition in my backyard, bro. Is that true?
No, again, we're winning on speed and experience. Right. So as long as you are serving your customers at the highest level and you are doing it fast, who's getting the leads?
We are, because we're the ones that are going to pop up on Google. On top of that, it's not a free-for-all. GoNano is going to cap it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And according to what I see here, it looks like the cap might be one dealer per 100,000 single-family homes. Maybe that's true. I don't know that that's the exact formula they're using, but that's huge. If that is, that's huge.
If it's 100,000 homes, that is more business. You guys, a lot of times, you get into business and you get all excited and you're like, oh man, wait till the day that we're doing 10 houses a day.
Yeah.
Things like that. If you got realistic with yourself, with your business partners, with your crew, with your organization, how far out are you until you can do 10 roofs a day?
We got a question online. It says from Victoria. What's up, Victoria? Is RoofMax like a Temu knockoff compared to GoNano?
I like that. That's probably a really accurate comparison.
Absolutely.
If Temu costs still thousands and thousands of dollars.
Right.
So thank you, Victoria. That is accurate though.
That's accurate. That's why Roof Rejuvenation kind of has a bad name, because you got RoofMax. It's basically putting soy oil on your, it's like lotion for your roof.
Salad dressing.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Salad dressing on your roof. Good question. Number 2, won't this cause homeowners confusion? This new semi-exclusive market that GoNano did now, are the homeowners going to be confused?
No, absolutely not, guys. This is Simpo. Okay. It is one brand, one mission, with certified dealers.
Amen.
Right? Super simple, super easy to understand, probably much easier to understand than multiple different dealers in different territories and territory exclusive pitching their mission and their mission only instead of the mission, the national mission of GoNano.
It's a statistically known fact, and you have to do the research to know it, that that the close rate climbs when the brand does the pre-closing. GoNano's doing the heavy lifting for us now.
Exactly. Everybody is chanting one word.
So another question about objections to this new semi-exclusive is price war. Is it coming? Are we going to war? It kind of reminds me of the old mafia movies. You make that move, man. We're going to war. We're going to go war with the Vantino family. You're going to create a price war over here in the GoNano land. No, it's not. It might be a little short-term noise because people hate change.
Mm-hmm.
That's all really that you're going to see the buck against. But the long term, you're going to have success because there's going to be more leads generated, more warm leads, and plus GoNano's got our back and they're going to monitor the abuse.
Yeah. So that's big, man. Is that not only is GoNano going to monitor the abuse, right? We're likely to see MAP pricing, so minimum advertised pricing. You're not allowed to go and try and market GoNano for 60 cents a square foot, where obviously you'd be losing money. You guys as dealers know what we pay for GoNano. But not only that, LT, is that we've beat the gimmicks with proof, right? GoNano has the science. It is all third-party tested. All of that is out there. It's public information to show the value. Why would you battle yourself to the bottom and essentially sell yourself out of business?
That's right. So real quick, what KPIs matter now? Speed to lead. Get there. Get to that lead in 5 minutes. You get a phone call, you get an email, you get a text. Make sure you're within. Giving that customer, the future lead, that future customer, confirmation on you being there within 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes of showing up to the house, but within 5 minutes, they know that they have you on their side and in their corner. And if you can get there that same day or the next day, you want to get there as fast as you can. Okay. And we're closing about 80% of the deals we get. And so you want to make sure both decision makers are there. So you want to watch the set rate. You want to show rate. You want to show 85% plus. So if you get 100 phone calls, you want to make sure that you're showing at least a demo to 80 of those. And then that's going to boom your close rates. So make sure you're getting there quick. Make sure you're doing a good job, that you are servicing the customer well, because GoNano is going to be screaming this from the mountaintops with us, that we are a superior product and that we do great work. So what is your play? 30 days in the field right now. Map it out by roofs. Just look around your area and go, what radius is 100,000 roofs? Not people, not commercial buildings, residential roofs. Map out 100,000 in your area. I did a little quick math on that, and I would have to drive an hour and a half in any direction to hit the end of that radius.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, which you think an hour and a half, after that hour and a half is where hopefully we would be passing that lead on. If it came to us, we'd be passing that lead on to a trusted partner like Ryan down in Orem, right? So when you're looking at time to reach the customer and how it matters, right? Speed to lead, anything over an hour and a half, guys, what level are you still servicing that customer?
Yeah, 100%. Now, we don't know that that's exactly the formula they're using, but that is a good rule of thumb. It's on here. So model your business to that plan. So takeaways. What's your takeaways from this, Gage?
Oh, definitely planning. Right, that we need to plan our gear, our crew sizes, start mapping things out. We need a lot more. We need to focus a lot more of our outreach on as far as about 5,000 roofs a year decision for our surface. Right. So, and that's in our area. That way we're not going to get flat-footed when the demand ultimately does hit.
Right. Cool. So real quick takeaways is that we got markets by roofs, and that equals money by design. We got national brand, that's going to lower your CAC. Elite Ops Lift Conversions. You're not going to race to the bottom of a price war. Race to the best homeowner experience. That's the job now. We race to the best homeowner experience. So y'all, if this has helped you, share it with another GoNano dealer who needs the clarity. We will be back in about 2 weeks, and our next podcast is going to be on how we use real estate agents to get leads. Real estate agents, we are one of their best secret weapons, and we have about 7 or 8 now that rely on us.
Yeah, and we're their bargaining chip.
We are their
which is cool
chip.
Because we get passed between a buyer agent and a seller agent, and essentially all they're doing is arguing back and forth how they're going to use us.
I love it. They
Right.
get the seller to the buyer to the who's the cheapest and how good is our product. Is it going to get my house to pass inspection? It's a beautiful, hot, warm lead. And you go, my favorite part is when you have a realtor doing the selling for you.
Yeah, exactly. So guys, go ahead and drop your market and your number one bottleneck in the comment section below, and we'll cover that.
Until next time, you guys, this has been The Foundation with Gage and LT at Revive Roofing. Thank you for joining us, and we will see